everybody, welcome back to Crochet by Landry. In this video this week, I thought it would be fun because since the weather is starting to get nice and warm outside, depending on where you are in the world, I thought it would be nice to make some plant buddies. So something you can put your potted plant on the inside, make it a little bit more decorative when you're getting ready to start making getting those plants to grow. So grab your Lily Sugar and Cream yarn, your pattern off of yarnspirations.com. I'll put the link down below. And once you get your supplies, let's get started making some plant buddies. Okay, let's get started making our crochet plant basket buddies for our plants that we're going to start growing now that the weather's nice. So what you're going to need is some scissors, a yarn needle, your size 4 millimeter hook. The yarn I'm going to be using is the brand Lily Sugar and Cream, and you're going to need it in the off-white and whatever color you want to use for the bottom half of your basket. I'm going to be using red today. And then the pattern, if you want to follow along with me, you can get it on yarnspirations.com. I'll put the link down below. And once you've got all your supplies together, let's get started. Okay, to get started, you're going to need to start with the base, which is your red or blue or whatever color you're using. And you're going to start with a slip knot. And what you're going to do is you're going to begin with a chain 2. And then what you're going to do for the first round is put 8 single crochets in your second chain from your hook. So it's 1, that's 2, and you're going to keep going until you reach 8. Once you've reached 8, I will meet up with you and we'll move on to row 2 together. Okay, I just finished my 8 single crochets, and what I'm going to do now is join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet that I made. There we go. And you're going to be joining all of your rounds from here on out. So keep that in mind going forward. So what we're going to do now is we're going to chain 1 to begin the next round. And we're going to put 2 single crochets in each stitch all the way around, starting with the first one that you slip stitched out of. And take your time. There's no rush. You should be going from 8 stitches to 16 by the end of row 2. So just 2 single crochets in each stitch all the way around. And once you get back to the beginning, I will meet up with you and we'll move on to row 3. All right, at the end of your row, you should slip stitch into that first single crochet that you made. Excuse me. So now what we're going to do for row 3 is chain 1 to begin. And what you're going to do is you're going to put 1 single crochet in the first stitch, and then 2 in the next stitch, and then 1 in the next stitch after that. So that'll be your pattern. It's going to be 2, and then 1, and then 2, and then 1, and you're going to repeat that all the way till you get to the end. And when you get to that last stitch, you should be putting 2 in that last stitch. Once you get there, I'll see you there. 1 more stitch in round 3, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 single crochets in that last one. Now your count for stitches should have went from 16 to 24. And now you're going to slip stitch into that first single crochet that you made, and you're going to chain 1 to start round 4. For round 4, you're going to put 1 single crochet in the first stitch. Whoops. 1 in the first, 1 in the next one after that, and then 2 in the one after that. Okay, and then one in each of the next two after that. Okay, and then an increase in the third. So that's going to be your repeat for this row is do your 1, 2, and then your increase, and you're going to do that all the way around. Once you get to the last stitch, I will meet you there. Okay, so at the end of round 4, that last stitch, you should be putting 2 single crochets in that last stitch, and then slip stitch to the very first single crochet that you made. Now to start round 5, you're going to chain 1. And what you're going to do is you're going to put 1 single crochet in the first 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to go 2 in the next. Okay. And now what you're going to do is just repeat from the increase. So 1 in each of the next 3. 1, 2, 3, and then you increase. So that's 2 in one stitch. And you're just going to repeat that all the way around till you get to the end. Once you get to the last stitch, place 2 single crochets in that last stitch, and I will meet you there. Okay, so by the end of round 5, you should have gone from 32 stitches to 40. So now what we're going to do is round 6, chain 1 to begin. And you're going to put 1 single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to increase to start your last increase round. Okay, and then you're going to put 1 in each of the next 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then increase. 1, 2. Then just continue that all the way around. Put 2 in your last stitch, and once you get to the end of that, you should have 48 stitches, and I will meet you there. Okay, so that was our last and final round for the bottom of our plant buddy here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start working the sides, which means we're going to start going up. So we're going to chain 1 to begin. And now working in the back loops only for this round is going to be, I'll get my needle so I can show you. So you're going to have 2 loops on your stitches. And you're going to work in the loop that's farthest away from you. So what we're going to do is you're just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around, only working in those back loops just for this round. So once you've done that, once you get to the end, join with a slip stitch to the very first single crochet you made in both loops, and I will meet you there, and we will continue on our plant buddy together. Okay, I finished the first row of the side, and it should look something like this. So you'll start noticing that it's going to start going upwards. So what you're going to do now is you're going to do a chain 1 to begin your next round, and you're going to chain 1 every round going forward. And what you're going to do now is you're just going to do a single crochet in each stitch all the way around. And you're going to keep going until your piece from the bottom here to the where you stop, until this piece reaches about 3 inches or 7.5 centimeters. So once you've reached about that tall, we will change colors to the off-white. But I will catch up with you when you've reached about 3 inches. So I've reached about 3 inches with my piece so far, and this is what it looks like. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to snip my red. Put it aside because I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to switch to the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to chain 1 with the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to chain 1 with the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to chain 1 with the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to chain 1 with the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to chain 1 with the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to chain 1 with the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to chain 1 with the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to chain 1 with the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to chain 1 with the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to chain 1 with the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to chain 1 with the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to chain 1 with the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to chain 1 with the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to chain 1 with the lighter color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually just to change from the red to the off-white. And I'm just gonna repeat what I was doing. I'm also gonna work over my short tails here, so that way I don't have to sew them in later. Less work. So I'm just gonna single crochet in each stitch all the way around with this color. And you're gonna do this until your piece reaches, so you've got 3 inches so far. So you're gonna do another 3 inches to reach 6 inches in total. And then once you've done that, I will show you how to fasten off and move on to decorating your piece. Okay, so I just finished and it should be about 6 inches now from bottom to top. So what you wanna do now is you wanna fasten off just by chaining 1. Then you're gonna snip your yarn. Okay, and then pull your tail through. You can weave in your end, but to make this a little bit more fun, we are gonna glue on some googly eyes. So you can get googly eyes from dollar store, Walmart, Michael's, Amazon, any kind, size or shape, doesn't matter. I just got these ones, the biggest I could find. And I'm just gonna kind of glue them on sort of like here, let's say, because maybe I'll add a little mouth in between. And you can add any kind of facial features you want, eyebrows, mouth, or just the eyes. And you're gonna need a glue gun as well. I have one here. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on the back of the eye. Trying not to glue my fingers at the same time. So, one there, and then I'm gonna glue the other one as well. Again, trying not to get your fingers because the glue gun is hot, so please be careful. And then put the other one next to it. Also, unplug your glue gun when you're done gluing. That way it can cool off. And then you just let it dry, and then you can stitch on your face or whatever you need. And then again, weave in your tail. You can probably do that while you're waiting for your googly eyes to dry. Let's just weave in your tail as best you can. Snip your end. And all you need to do is grab your potted plant, stick it inside, and put it outside for everyone to enjoy. And that's it for today, everybody. We made a plant buddy. So don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And you know what? Share your pictures of what kind of plant buddies you've made, and share them on my Instagram account, which is in the description box down below. And I'll see you next Friday for more crochet fun. Don't forget to subscribe.